Hello students, welcome to the session. I am Mr. M.H. Mota, Assistant Professor, Department of Civil Engineering. In this session, we will learn how to design the stair. The outcome of this session, at the end of this session, you will be able to design the stair. It means that you will be able to finalize the physical dimensions of all essential parts. Let's start understanding the concept. Now, as we are aware, a stair is a set of steps leading from one floor of a building to another, typically inside the building. But please remember, it even can be outside the building. The room or enclosure of the building in which the stair is located is known as staircase. The opening or space occupied by the stair is known as stairway. The types of stairs used in building constructions are broadly based on the shape of the stairs. The stairs can be straight stairs, turning stairs, continuous stairs, and so on. Please remember following things while designing. The width of the landing should not be less than a width of a stair. The width of a stair for a residential building should be around 0.9 to 1 meter. While in case of public building, it should be 1.8 to 2 meter. It can be more than that, but it should not be less than these specified dimensions. Trade. For a residential building, the trade should be in a range of 220 to 250 millimeters or 22 to 25 centimeters. While in case of public building, it will be a bit larger and will be in a range of 250 to 300 mm. And in no case it should be less than 200 mm, whether it is residential building or public building. Well, the riser, in case of residential building, the riser is generally kept in a range of 150 to 180 mm, while in case of public building it is lesser and is around 120 to 150 mm. And in the highest possible case, it can be around 200 mm in certain very specific cases, like in case of temple or in case of fort. Pitch. Pitch should not be more than 38 degree. Well, the headroom clearance, it should not be less than 2.1 meter. In very rare cases, it can be as less as 2 meter. Number of steps in a flight should be minimum 3, while maximum it should be 12. All the steps on the same flight must be identical. It means that the riser and the trade of the steps in a flight should be of very similar size. There should not be any variation permissible. When possible, use of straight stair flight should be preferred. Geometrical design. So assume suitable trade and riser. Number of risers can be calculated using a formula of floor to floor height divided by the assumed rise. Number of risers in one flight are generally equals to 0.5 into number of risers. As we are providing generally 2 flights in a certain stair, you can easily calculate the number of risers in one flight by multiplying the total number of risers by half. The number of trades in a flight are generally equals to the number of risers minus 1. Going distance equals to number of trade multiplied by trade width that has been assumed. The width of landing should be equal to or more than the width of stair. Some common relations are G plus 2R should be approximately equals to 60 mm, where G stands for going while R stands for riser. While G multiplied by R is around in a range of 400 to 410 centimeter square, but these are some very general thumb rules, and you can have certain values beyond these even can be acceptable if other things are within a permissible range. Most commonly adopted values for the going or trade and risers are as follows. For residential building, the riser is generally 16 cm while going or trade is around 25 cm. While in case of public building, the riser is provided in a range of 13 to 15 cm while going is provided in a range of 27 to 30 cm. So these are the certain assumptions which are helpful for designing the geometrical design of the stair. Now let's start designing. We'll start with our problem number 1, in which we need to design a dog-legged stair for an apartment with the help of given data. The size of staircase is 5 meter by 3 meter, while floor to floor height is 3.2 meter. So let's start solving this problem. So we'll start with certain assumptions. We will assume the riser equals to 16 cm and trade equals to 25 centimeters. These are the most commonly adopted values, and we will try to check whether these things are quite good enough to design a dogleg stair for this particular problem. As it is a dogleg stairs, number of flights will be obviously 2. So height to be negotiated per flight will be half of the total floor to floor height. So it will be 3.2 upon 2, which will be equals to 1.6 meter. We'll assume the width of flight equals to width of staircase upon 2, and so it will be 3 by 2, which equals to 1.5 meter. So we'll assume now the width of landing equals to width of flight equals to 1.5 meter. So now the number of risers per flight, as we need to negotiate 1.6 meter in a single flight, and we have assumed the riser around 16 centimeter, the number of risers per flight will be 1.6 meter upon 16 centimeter, so it will be 10 numbers. So number of trades per flight will be equals to number of risers per flight minus 1, so it will be 10 minus 1, which is equals to 9. This space occupied by the stair along with the direction of flight equals to number of treads into size of treads plus width of landing, which equals to 9 treads. We have assumed the size of tread equals to 25 centimeters, so 9 into 25 centimeters plus the width of landing we have assumed as 1.5 meter. So overall it will be 3.75 meter, which is lesser than the available size of staircase in terms of length, so it is acceptable. So we will now try to get the necessary checks. G plus 2R is equals to 2 into 16 plus 25 equals to 57 centimeter, so it is acceptable. Then G into R is equals to 400 square centimeter, 25 into 16, so it is once again an acceptable. The pitch of the stair can be calculated as tan inverse of rise upon going, so it comes around 32.62 degrees. I hope you remember that permissible pitch is around 38, so it is once again an acceptable. Now we will provide the RCC stair with steel railing and wooden handrail for this. This is even an essential thing to decide while designing the dimensions. And we will provide the Kota stone as trade with a nosing of 1 centimeter. So this is the solution of our first problem. So this is some sort of schematic diagram for our designed stair as such, and ultimately it will look like this figure with necessary provision for the ventilation in terms of window that has been shown. Now let's start to understand this second problem. So here we need to design a stair for a public building with the help of following data. So the size of staircase is 6 meter by 4 meter, while floor to floor height to be negotiated is 3.6 meter. In this problem, along with that, the duct size for the lift has to be kept and is around 2 meter by 2 meter. So in this case, along with stairs, we need to provide a lift and for that we need to provide a duct of 2 meter by 2 meter size at the center of the stair. Let's start solving this problem. So as at the center we are providing the duct for the lift, the type of stair will be 2/4 turn staircase. So there will be the staircase which is going around the duct, and so it will be the 2/4 turn staircase. Obviously it will have 3 number of flights. So we will assume the riser as 15 centimeter and tread as 30 centimeter. So it will be something like this, in which at the central place we will keep the duct and stair will go around the duct provided for the lift. So width of the flight will be length of the room minus width of the duct upon 2. So it will be 6 minus 2 upon 2, which equals to 2 meter and is acceptable. Width of landing generally is kept as width of the flight, and so it will be 2 meter. So generally the size of landing will be 2 by 2 meter. Total number of risers 3.6 meter is the total height to be negotiated upon the 15 centimeter the riser we have assumed. So it will be 24 numbers. Number of treads in central flight will be around 6. This is a very critical step, as we need to provide the flights around the duct, and so at the central flight will have a limited length of 2 meter, and so it will be around 6 numbers of treads that can be accommodated. The number of risers in the central flight will be 6 plus 1, so it will be 7. Please remember that we have calculated tread first, so generally the number of treads are 1 lesser than the number of risers. So number of risers will be 1 more than the number of treads, so it will be 7. So number of risers to be accommodated in remaining flights will be 17 nodes, as we need to provide overall 24 number of risers. So in central flight we can accommodate 7, so remaining are 17. So providing 9 risers in the first flight and 8 in the third flight. So number of treads in first flight will be 8 and number of treads in third flight will be 7. So length of landing will be 6 minus, 6 is the overall length of the room available, minus 6 into 30 the number space occupied by the treads upon 2. So it will be 2.1 meter. And in this case the size of landing will be a bit more and will be 2 meter by 2.1 meter. The number of treads in first flight equals to 8. So length of first flight will be 8 into 0.3 meter. So it will be 2.4 meter. And it's more than the width of the duct, as width of the duct is even 2 meter while the length is 2.4 meter. So it will be projecting 0.4 meter below the duct position. So providing first and second step as bull nose steps. So these are essential for this kind of thing where the steps are projecting beyond the duct. So number of treads in third flight will be 7. So length of third flight even will be 2.1 meter, and it is the ending of the flight. So we will provide the naval post at the end of flight, as it is 10 centimeter more than the available width of duct. This is essential for avoiding any sort of accidents. So this is the figure of the bull nose step, what we will provide as in projecting treads. So necessary checks: G plus 2R is 60 centimeter, so is acceptable. G into R is 450, so it's around approximate values of 400 to 410 centimeter square. So once again it is acceptable. Well, pitch can be calculated as tan inverse of R upon G, so is 26.56 degree. So it is again available. So we'll provide an RCC stair with steel railing on both sides and naval post at top at the end of third flight. Let's start with the third problem, design problem number 3. So design a stair for a shopping mall with the help of following data. So type of stair in shopping mall is expected to be constructed as a straight stair. The floor to floor height to be negotiated is 3.6 meter. No restriction on width as ample space is available. So we'll start the solution of this. So we'll start with certain assumptions. Number of flights we will assume as 2 with certain intermediate landing. We'll assume riser as 14 centimeter while tread as 30 centimeter. The width of flight we will assume as 2 meter as is the minimum amount of width that needs to be provided in case of public building. So it will be in section will look like this, where we have the straight stair with intermediate landing and side railing for the safety. So height to be negotiated per flight, as we are providing the 2 flights and will be of identical nature. It will be 3.6 upon 2, so it will be 1.8 meter. Width of flight is assumed as 2 meter. So width of landing equals to width of flight will be 2 meter once again. Number of risers per flight will be 1.8 meter upon 14 centimeter. So it will be 12.85. So say 13 numbers. As maximum numbers to be provided are 12. We are revising the designing and we are assuming the riser as 15 centimeter. This is a very important step. If we are unable to provide the design as per the requirement, we need to revise it as per the essential things to be followed. So we are now revising the design. We will re-assume the riser as 15 centimeter. So the number of risers per flight will be 1.8 meter upon 15 centimeter, and this comes to be 12 numbers. So it is now acceptable. Number of treads per flight equals to number of risers per flight minus 1. So it will be 11 numbers. Necessary checks. G plus 2R, so it's 60 centimeter. G into R is once again 450 square centimeter, so it is approximately or very near to the expected multiplication of 400 square centimeters. Pitch of the stair is 26.56 degrees and is acceptable. So we'll provide the RCC stair with decorative steel railing as it is provided in the mall, and it will have a high rush. So it's better to provide a strong stair in the form of RCC stair, as it is a single flight stair and will be provided somewhere at intermediate of the overall mall as such, to be a centrally accessible kind of thing. So we will provide the railing on both sides. We'll provide polished marble as a tread as well as riser with a nosing of 1 centimeter along with scotia. So it will look like this. This can be assumed as very similar to what we have designed as an stair for this mall. So that's it for this session. Hope you have understood everything discussed in this small session about the design of staircase. Thank you for your patience learning, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe this. Thank you.